Oxwin ES1. Oxwin ES1. Went down. Oxwin ES1. Park it up. Let's ride. Power in the wheels. Feel the vibe. Electric rush, no sound. Just speed. Future on the street. That's all you need. Glide so clean. Lights so mean. City lights flash. You know what I mean. Charge it. Roll it. One touch done. Oxwin ES1. Number one.
Yeah, that torque is pure ignite. Smooth acceleration through the night.
Born to move, no time to wait. Plug in the thrill, elevate.
Yes, hello, this is Ben Ryder, and today we're testing out the Oxwin ES1 electric scooter with a 9 kilowatt motor. We have two batteries, they weigh about 12 kilos each. They're under the seat. We still have a little space underneath the seat for maybe for a jet helmet. You can buy the scooter here in Spain, in Torremolinos from this dealer, or you can actually also rent it. And if you're in the Torremolinos area, that is a really nice way to get around, I think. First of all, it's electric, it's very quiet. And we have battery swap and in 4 locations, which is very, very cool and is actually free when you rent it for €30 per day. Hopefully I will make a separate video about the renting capabilities and everything and what it involves and stuff like that. This is now the basic test video for the Oxwin ES1. So on the left hand side of the handlebar we have a lot of buttons, but unfortunately they're not really that good for using them when you're wearing gloves, because you basically touch all of the buttons when you want to press something. So that's what they definitely should improve for future scooters, which they will build. Anyways, we have the brake lever here for the rear disc brake. We have a CBS braking system. We have high beam, low beam here. We have the turn signal switches here. We have the horn here. We have apparently this is the button for going into reverse. And this is the cruise control button here. On the right hand side we have the throttle, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake, we have a turbo boost mode, which you can apply I think when you're already in sport mode, and then you can go all the way up to 100 kilometers according to the speedometer, or 95 real life speed. We have a hazard light switch here, we have a trip and trip reset switch here. You can change the riding modes here, plus minus, and we have a park mode, or get into the ready state with this button here. That's everything for this. Let's get to the display. So this is the display here. All of the important information are on the display. On top we have all the indicator lights. We have high beam, low beam here. As you can see, I can switch it here. It's difficult to see in the bright daylight here now. We have the battery information on the left hand side. As you can see, 2 batteries are inside. We have the indicator here for the speed. We have the range there. And NFC here. We don't have a keyless system, so I'm not sure for what this is, maybe for securing it or something. This is basically all the information in the display. The only thing you can change change for the odometer to trip, and you can reset it. That's everything here in the display. So in the front we have a cubby here on the left hand side. You can put in a water bottle there. We have a hook here for hanging your grocery bags. We have the regular key switch here. Also we can lock the handlebar or open up the seat. We can do this actually now. Let's open up the seat. This is what it looks like underneath the seat. We have 2 batteries connected. As I said, we have a battery swap option. We can take them out in a special location. As you can see here, it is actually not so bad underneath the seat, because we have space probably for a jet helmet, not for a full-faced helmet, but for a jet helmet, not so bad. And if you rent it, you also get the top box, so you can put your helmet in there if you want, and other stuff. So actually, space-wise, for an electric scooter, it is not so bad. One more thing that I probably forgot, here on the left hand side we have the cubby hole. We also have a little connection here for USB, so you can charge your phone, maybe put your phone in there and charge it. And yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you as well. So we're on the scooter now. The seat is fairly soft. The Mirrors are standard round mirrors, a little bit wide angled. You can see everything. They could be bigger, however. The seat height is not so bad, 780, and actually feels fairly low. And yeah, let's go back to the dealer now. We have Eco Mode, Normal and Sport and Plus Turbo. So when I do the check or how fast it will go or how quickly, I will put it into the turbo, or at least I will try to put it into turbo mode. And we have about 70 kilometers left. Trip is 0 now. We have already used up the scooter for about 25 to 30 kilometers. Actually, I was so stupid not to check it. No, it's 20 kilometers. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the seat seems to be fairly comfortable. We have the seating position is like sitting on a toilet. I have a little bit shaking of the front, but it's not so much scooter hopping. It is more of a swaying motion, but I think this has something to do. Maybe this already fell on the left or right hand side or something, and then you know it needs to be readjusted. So I don't think it's a problem for the scooter in general. We have regeneration here on this scooter, recuperation. When you go downhill, you can set it into the Eco mode. Let's do that. Eco now goes all the way up to 45 kilometers. It will put, yeah, I cannot go, as you can see, we'll go 45 and I can do whatever I want. It doesn't go any faster. But for the city, definitely okay, because it had good power from the beginning. You sit quite comfortable on it in the corners here. I mean, it only weighs 103 kilos or so. I don't know if that's included with or without batteries. I imagine without. But it is quite nimble. Let's put it into normal mode. Quite nimble. And acceptable. The brakes are fairly strong actually. However, we have a CBS braking system. Whoa. Okay, yeah, the CBS braking system, it brakes really hard, but unfortunately it doesn't bring all the power onto the road. Sometimes I have braking system, CBS braking system, which are just fabulous. You know, if the ground is dry. But this one unfortunately is not so good, to be honest, because if you brake too hard you will get locked wheels very soon, very quickly. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the brakes. Okay, turbo mode is on and go. Turbo mode goes all the way up to 100 according to the display, and we have we can go 95 according to the GPS. I would say we have to check it, of course, when we get back home. But if you don't have all the scooter hopping from the front wheel and the little unbalance here from the front, then I think it's actually okay to go with it on the highway. It's not so bad. And I'm amazed that this turbo mode, so-called turbo mode, can actually be activated for quite some time. I thought it would only go on for, I don't know, a few seconds and then it overheats. But I still have it on, so we go up a very steep incline here now. Let's see. The speed drops. On the right hand side you see the ampere drawage from the motor. We're at 80 now, full power still. Faster now, still full throttle here. These buttons are not really good. They don't give you any feedback when you're wearing gloves. It's not really good. And you might be pressing or pushing a lot of buttons actually when you're pressing, you know, when you want to go left or right. And so they should actually change this to regular motorcycle buttons, because these are just, to be honest, a joke. You know, if you want to go left, then you press the high beam, low beam. You might even press the horn. I mean, that's not really nice. Of course, the buttons on the right hand side you don't use so often, because there's only the mode there, and that might be okay. But the left hand side buttons you use a lot more often, so you should change it. I will write to them and let them know because that really bothers me. Other than that, it feels okay here on the highway, although, you know, of course you should be using it in the city, but here on the highway for short stretches it should be fine. It's stable, it's no problem, it does feel safe. Once again, always when I test these, I always have to keep in mind the actual price, the actual cost of the product. This one here, if you just say, hey, I just want to use it in the city, hey, I have 110 kilometer range, that is great. So, you know, depending of course how big your city is, you might not have to charge it every day. By the way, we have over 800 cycles, you know, you can use it for over 800 cycles, and then I think the battery will actually, you know, the power will drop a little bit. But that is not too bad. Oh, we have automatic lights here as well, as I can see now. I didn't see that before. So apparently we have some other light that will come on in the tunnel. All in all, it is pretty good for that price. You have a special here at the moment if you want to get it. Oh, we are followed by this big truck. You want to get you have a special price, €4,500 at the moment. And yeah, I press all kinds of buttons, but not the blinker switch here. We're still going in full throttle. And we have a super special actually here. If you're in the Torremolinos area and you want to purchase this thing, they have loads of them to buy. And they only cost around about €2,500 on the street. That is absolutely incredible for this thing, which is already cheap for $4,500 if you compare it to other electric scooters, which usually cost maybe, I don't know, $5,000–6,000. Okay, the turbo motor just turned off now, I think, so it was too much, I guess. It was getting too hot. So we are now in sport mode. I think in sport mode we're only allowed to go 80. I will not push it too much now. And that's all I wanted to show you for this Oxwin ES1. Yeah, pretty good deal for this price. Thanks very much for watching. This is Ben Right Out. Take care. Bye bye.